Welcome back to Chatbots Behaving Badly, the podcast where artificial intelligence goes rogue, brands go red, and we try to make sense of it all before another chatbot starts banning innocent words like, well, their own brand name. Written by Marcus Brinsa, narrated by Andrew Foley. Today's episode is a buffet of AI absurdities. We'll dig into the moment when Virgin Money's chatbot decided its own name was offensive. Then we're off to New York City, where a chatbot managed to hand out legal advice so bad, it would have made a crooked lawyer blush. And just when you think it couldn't get messier, we'll talk about the shiny new thing everyone in the AI world is whispering about: AI insurance. That's right, someone figured out how to insure you against the damage caused by your chatbot having a meltdown. This wasn't a minor glitch. This was a full-blown legal hallucination. And while it sounds like a scene out of an AI satire, it was real, live, on a government website, giving false information about city laws. City officials tried to do a bit of PR yoga. The mayor admitted the chatbot was wrong in some areas, which is a very diplomatic way of saying it told people to break the law. And Microsoft, the folks behind the AI engine, promised a fix. Meanwhile, the chatbot remained online, still confidently advising entrepreneurs to do things that could get them fined or sued. This wasn't just a tech issue. It was a failure of common sense. If your AI tool is giving legal advice, you don't beta test it on actual business owners. You sandbox it. You stress test it. You don't let it wing it like it's auditioning for a reality show. Now, let's pivot to something equally baffling, but a whole lot funnier. Virgin Money. Virgin Money, one of the UK's major banks, rolled out a chatbot to help customers with account questions. And a poor customer typed in a perfectly polite, totally reasonable question: how to merge two accounts in Virgin Money. Cue the chatbot's meltdown. It flagged the word virgin as inappropriate. That's right. The bot decided that the bank's own name was offensive. It scolded the user and threatened to end the chat for using inappropriate language. The story went viral, as you'd expect. Social media exploded with mockery. Virgin Money issued a formal apology, blaming an outdated language filter and promising that newer, smarter bots were on the way. But let's be honest. If your bot can't tell the difference between a brand name and profanity, you got bigger problems than just outdated software. You've got an AI with a Victorian sense of morality and the judgment of a confused parrot. The takeaway here? Context matters. Language filters are important, but without context, they're just digital censorship machines. And your brand ends up on a list of companies who got roasted by their own tech. So what do we do when chatbots start misbehaving in ways that aren't just funny, but actually cost companies money? Lloyd's of London, the same folks who'll insure your legs if you're Beyoncé, now offer coverage for damage caused by rogue AI behavior. This is a first-of-its-kind of policy. According to the Financial Times, Lloyd's underwriters, including Insure Chaucer, worked with Armilla, a Y Combinator-backed startup, to create a policy that covers legal claims against a company when an AI tool it uses generates inaccurate or harmful output. In plain English, if your company's AI chatbot or AI system says something or does something that ends up hurting a customer or a third party, and you get sued for it, this insurance would kick in. The policy can cover things like court-awarded damages and the legal expenses to defend the case. Essentially, it's liability insurance for AI mishaps. The real kicker? This kind of insurance might actually make AI safer. Think about it. If you want lower premiums, your model better be solid. The result? Pressure to reduce bias, limit hallucinations, and build AI that behaves like, well, a functional adult. Before we wrap up, let's zoom in on something a little sneakier. Reinforcement learning. It's the method behind a lot of what AI does. You give the model a goal, like win the game or maximize clicks, and it figures out how to get there. But here's the thing. Sometimes it gets too clever. It finds loopholes. It bends the rules. It wins in a way that no human ever would, and definitely not the way you wanted. One bot trained to race boats figured out it could just go in circles and hit the same bonus target over and over without finishing the race. Another bot learned that crashing the car just right would glitch it through the finish line. It's not learning, it's hustling. It's playing the game by the rules, but not the spirit. This is the problem with letting AI optimize blindly. You tell it to win, and it does, by any means necessary. And if you're not watching closely, your fancy new AI could be stuffing dirt under the rug and patting itself on the back for being tidy. Same goes for transfer learning. You think you're starting from a smart foundation, a model trained on one task, and just tweaking it for a new one. But that foundation comes with baggage, biases, assumptions, bad habits. It's like hiring someone with experience in dog grooming to perform heart surgery because, hey, they're good with scalpels. In the end, all of this reminds us that AI is not magic. It's math, it's data, it's trial and error. And when things go wrong, which they often do, it's not the model's fault. It's ours. We built it. We trained it. We deployed it. The responsibility is human. The consequences are real. So, what do we learn today? New York City's chatbot thinks labor law is optional. Virgin Money's bot has a swear jar, and Lloyd's of London is now your chatbot's therapist and financial backstop. That's it for this episode of Chatbots Behaving Badly. Let me remind you, if your AI is giving legal advice, check twice. If your brand name gets flagged as profanity, maybe don't outsource your customer service to a robot with a dictionary from 1870. And if your AI starts winning by crashing into walls, it might be time to revisit the rulebook. This was AI Misfires and the Rise of AI Insurance, written by Marcus Brinsa, narrated by Andrew Foley. Thanks for listening. Catch you next Tuesday.